Hello, everyone. If I haven't talked to you or you didn't know, I have not yet quit my day job. I am an emergency room nurse at the biggest hospital in Alaska. A typical day for me, I'm stressed out. I work over 12 hours. I don't know why they say it's always 12, it's over. And by the end of the shift, I am mentally and physically exhausted. I don't have time for a break, and I don't have time for a bad bra. I don't have time to pull it down. I don't have time to move my boobs around or the shoulder straps to fall off. I know, we've all kind of been there at some point. Don't have time for that. And what I was finding was when I'd wake up in the morning to try to put that bra on, I couldn't find like a simple, functional, and fun bra to put on. So I tell you I'm an emergency room nurse, not to talk about COVID, not to debate mask wearing, not to diagnose your rash, because we all know it's poison oak from yesterday. I scrubbed hard last night. So I tell you that to paint an image of who it is I design these bras for. I designed a bra for that busy, active woman who wants all-day support and comfort and screams fun. I kept it simple. I didn't put any wires. I didn't put any pads. I put the rings and sliders in the front, and we didn't even do a hook and eye in the back. We made it a little more supportive than a bralette, not as supportive as a sports bra. So a low impact bra. I lined it with a material called modal, and I picked modal for several reasons. One, because it's strong. 2, because it's breathable, and 3, if you touched it, it's uber duper soft against your boobs, and that just feels amazing. The outside layer is a polyester lycra blend, and we use that just to help add to the support of the bra. Right now, Swoop has one style, and we have roughly 10 different fabrics to choose from, and that kind of varies throughout the year. So I designed a bra, and then after I designed a bra, and I was like, okay, I think these things are going to sell, I made a website. And so through our website, you can purchase one of these bras for $69. And then we grew, and then I hired a sewer, and then I hired another sewer. So I currently have 4 women who help sew for me, who hand make every single one of our bras. And I wouldn't be here today without them. So we're still young, we're about 1.5 years old. And so I don't have tons of numbers to throw out at you, but what I can tell you this is that in 2020, we sold 260 bras, and in 2021, we've already passed that number by over 100. I know, right? And so we're projecting by the end of 2021, we will have doubled our sales. Now I know to Title IX, you guys probably do quadruple that in a day, or maybe even an hour, I don't really know. But for a small business that's 1.5 years old, to double their sales, it's pretty impressive, and it feels really good. And inspirational too. So here I am in California. Just so you know, I did apply to Pitchfest last year, and I was not accepted. And I was persistent, and here I am. So I already feel like a winner. And to be surrounded by so many amazing people, I mean, how is this not a win-win, right? And I feel like I can stand here and tell you the obvious. We all want to win Pitchfest. I see it, I smell it, I can taste it, right? Like, we all want this. We all want our companies to grow. We all want to feel confident in what we're doing. Obviously, getting a PO from Title IX, I'm going to be able to go back home, give my sewers more work, and most likely, because we hand make right now, I'm going to hire more people to help me sew so we can make that PO happen. But to me, winning Pitchfest is really about the mentorship. Mentor me so I can mentor others. It's super important to me, and I've just felt it in the 2 days that we've been here. It is incredible to me. I don't have a business background. I don't have an advertising background. I'm doing this all on my own, and I feel pretty proud of where we've become. But I sure would love to have some contacts to like help, not, hold my hand or just be able to, hey, what do you think about this idea? I would love that. And then more importantly, I would love one day to be standing here, or not me standing here, but to be like Jennifer Ferguson, who's helped me. So I could be Jennifer Ferguson, CEO, handful, and help somebody else who is a woman who has an idea, an awesome idea, and to help them with their pitch, and then have them have the courage to come up here and talk to you guys, because it's really scary. Whether you want to say that or not, it is. So, what I really would like to talk about now, which to me I think is the coolest thing of this, and why it's a win-win between Title IX and Swoop, is we've been running with this tagline, off-duty bra model. Now I know to some people, they read that tagline and they think to themselves, oh, we just take our bra off at the end of the day. Well, that's great, and I think it's super cute, and we can laugh about it, but we sell bras, so we kind of want you to keep them on. So, if everybody would just humor me, and I know I get super cheesy sometimes, but if you could go to your happy place, or feel free to close your eyes, I want you to imagine that you are a bra model, and you are at the end of a catwalk. And you are standing there. Your head is high, your shoulders are back, and your tits are up. And you are walking that walk. And you're walking with swagger. You're walking with confidence. You feel so good about yourself, better than you have ever felt in your whole entire life. Okay, now everybody just imagine that for just a second, right? All right. Thank you. I know it's super cheesy, but that is what we want our customers to feel when they wear our product. That is what we want our customers to feel. We want real women like any of us, to feel when they come to our social media sites, when they come to our websites. We want people to walk away feeling like they too can be a bra model. So, I come here, what I feel like is a pretty amazing product. We already come here with a following. We're a small business, like I said, we're doubling our numbers this year, and I appreciate being here and I appreciate your time. Okay, I'm ready for the hard questions.
You don't want to tell them what questions to ask?
I wasn't that smart. I wish I was.
What was your biggest failure so far?
Oh, okay. So biggest failure so far, well, maybe like scariest, biggest was COVID. I mean, I think that's kind of affected everybody who has a small business here. Elastic. So, of course, with COVID, everybody decided to wear face masks. You know, we know that they work. But they stopped making band elastic, or didn't stop making it, but they just stopped making black and white, and like solid black and whites were not what we were aiming for, so all of our colored band elastic went away. So there was a lot of, in the middle of all of this, like changing pattern choices, because like all of a sudden I couldn't get the blue elastic, and then I couldn't get the green elastic. I still can't get the green elastic. So since then, like those colors choices are starting to come back around, but let's just hope we, I think we got the face mask situation worked out now, so, yeah.
I like that you put the rings and slides in the front. That's so practical and needed, and
yes.
I don't know why it's not done more often.
I know.
That's true.
Who designs your fabrics?
So I get all of my fabric from a company called Spoonflower right now, which I love because you're shaking your head like, oh my gosh, talk about what you do on a Sunday afternoon over wine. You shift through Spoonflower, so that's where we're getting them from. And then I'm just picking the patterns. So I mean, it's like I love being outside, so obviously like a lot of them are influenced by outside. I have a quirky sense of humor, obviously, and then we also collaborated with some local artists in town in Anchorage, and I actually didn't put any of those on there, but we do have some of the local artist prints on them as well.
Just wondering, what is your vision for growth for the brand?
And I love the bra on the outside. That's just beautiful. I just love it.
I've got the socks on.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I love it. I know. So the most important thing for me for growth is more product. So since I've been doing all the designing and basically it's just a one-man show, and I don't have a sewing background, Mr. Google has been a very good friend of mine. But it's more products, more styles. So I'm working on expanding sizes. I'm working on a bra with a hook and eye in the back because I know some women do have shoulder injuries and it's hard to do a pullover. nursing bra, and then also kind of, we'll see how that goes, but the preteen bras is definitely something I think would be a fun avenue to try to tap into.
Awesome, thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your quality control and sort of where you run into hiccups along the way,
Right.
and how you will continue to manage quality control as you add independent seamstresses?
Yeah, so it's actually kind of fun. So we usually have sewing parties. So I started, as I expanded, I was doing all the sewing, it got too much, I brought on one person. And so since then, I bring on, like we've gotten to 4 and we kind of did that all at once. And so we all sat down together and basically did a sewing party and sewed a couple of bras together. And then I usually send them home with what I call kits. I do all the cutting, and so I send them home and bring it back. And so again, it's just individual. Like I go through every single one and just make sure they all look the same. The patterns are pretty basic, it's sewing, it's not rock science, but I've been surprised at the consistency between the different sewers, because I was very worried about that in the beginning.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I do have one quick follow-up question.
Yeah.
Is how do you continue to scale with that model?
I know, and that's the question. So I'm at a crossroads, and I be 100% honest, Title IX kind of even put me more in that crossroads. And we're hand sewing and we're keeping up, but we kind of ride that line definitely some months. And with Christmas coming up, I do get a little bit nervous about that. So I have reached out to manufacturers, not against manufacturing. I do love the idea, if we do the manufacturing, to still do handmade small batch. I think handmade is, in my opinion, kind of on a comeback. I think not everybody cares about handmade, but I think it's pretty cool to be able to offer something that's handmade these days.
What are your margins currently?
So margins, I sell them for $69, and for the handmade bra, we're at $21.30 to make them. A little higher than I'd like. We're working on different ways to get it lower, but obviously manufacturing is a lot cheaper.
How are you getting the word out, especially outside of your local community?
Yeah, that's a good question. So Instagram is kind of our main. We have a website, Instagram, and then word of mouth. That's our big thing. And then coming here, obviously. So yeah, which was huge. So.
What was the genesis around the name for off-duty bra models?
Off-duty bra model,
Yeah.
meaning where it came from.
Yeah.
So I joke around, I really do this business for the photo shoots. And so seeing that photo room back there, oh my gosh, my girls would just have an amazing time back there, no doubt, with all those costumes, so much fun. But we all went home one day, and we got home, and it was so funny because the text messaging was like, why are there dishes in the sink? I am a bra model, and I'm off duty, and I should not have to do dishes right now. So that was kind of where it came from. So we've kind of just joked around about, hey, we're off duty, and this is actually our job. So
Do you sell those?
these,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I asked.
And we are putting a trademark on it as well.
One more question.
Yes.
Have you contacted any manufacturers? Like, where
I
are
have.
you in the process?
Yeah, so I've
Thinking
already
through
reached
that?
out. They already have it. I haven't. The next step is to have them make the first sample for me. I will say with Spoonflower, I have reached out to quite a few of the graphic artists, because you can buy those patterns or buy the copyright to the print, and so that would be my hope, is to keep the same patterns and to give them to the manufacturing. So they have it in hand. I've already gotten price quotes. The next step is to go ahead and have them make that first prototype for me. So